It's wet, it's soggy, but John Leone is down on the field with Joe Giaimo, the executive director of the Maroon Club. Let's go to John.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Michael. You know, the academic year 2014-2015 brought a lot of success to the Lafayette athletic program with the 150th game at Yankee Stadium and all the successes surrounding that great weekend, and the men's basketball championship with an appearance in the first round of the NCAA tournament. But let's not forget about the Maroon Club, a Maroon Club which raised over $1.7 million, surpassing last year's total by a whopping 44%. I'm here with Joe Giaimo, who is the executive director of our Maroon Club. And Joe, first of all, congratulations on the great successes last year, and tell us what the immediate plans are for all the money you raised.
You know, the funds we use, they're extremely tangible. You know, it goes right to the benefit of our student athletes and coaches. You know, it gives the coaches the resources they need to, you know, to win and deliver a first-class experience for their student athletes. And we want to give a great experience for our student athletes that's Division I and a quality elite experience, so that they have all the resources they have off the field and on the field to succeed. Because as we know at Lafayette, it's challenging academically for them, but we want to do whatever we can for them on the field to help us win.
Well, you played college football yourself, Joe, and other sports, and you've been around coaches all your life. And one thing that a coach will tell you is, so what? Now what? And the only thing that success brings is the chance to do more.
Yeah.
So what are the plans going forward, and what's the vision for the Maroon Club?
June 30th, you know, we knew we were going to have some great, you know, numbers and figures to celebrate. July 1, we were right back at the drawing board, looking to do, you know, what can we do this fiscal year that's going to continue to help us compete. And, you know, and our vision, as I stated last year at this time, is to continue to increase and hopefully average by the end of this campaign about $2 million annually. And where we stand in the Patriot League is still in 4th place amongst some of our Patriot League peers. The Bucknell, Lehigh, Colgate, which are all above us. You know, we're increasing the goal this year to 1.8, and, you know, we just need to continue to keep up with rising costs of running a program. Travel, those costs don't go down. Team apparel, uniforms, assistant coaching salaries, you know, all those things that are going to help us compete in the Patriot League at a high level.
And again, Joe, we're doing it for 23 sports, which is an incredible. I mean, if you do the math and you compare Lafayette with its size to other Division I schools in the country, people would be surprised that schools much, much larger than Lafayette do not try to subsidize 23 sports. Now, let me, one of the things that Lafayette does very, very well, Joe, and I know this from my day job, is that we say thank you. We try to cultivate relationships. We try to steward relationships, and you've come up with some innovative programs to help in that regard.
Yeah, and I want to thank all of our over 2,000 donors out there who are watching this broadcast, and we'll see it taped at a later date. You know, we surpassed the 2,000 donor mark for the first time in the Maroon Club's 78-year history, and, you know, we need to continue to move that needle and increase that. You know, how we thank our donors, you know, we run some great events. We had the Friends of Football tailgate right outside Delaware's football stadium tonight. As a thank you, it's a complimentary event every game that we do, home and away. You know, and we do these things for Maroon Club Day, which is our homecoming on October 17th before the home football game against Harvard. We'll host a cocktail appetizer event for all of our donors to the Maroon Club. We'll host alumni games that morning. And we try to do, you know, whatever we can, and we do this as a development staff, a really good job. We're thanking people as many times as we can, and Cindy Linville's out there writing thank you notes to all of our Maroon Club donors. Our coaches do it as much as they can. Our development officers do it as much as they can as well.
And of course, Cindy Linville, of course, is Cindy Oaks Linville, the daughter of the late Dr. Oaks, Billy Oaks, who did a terrific job as a supporter. And you know, Joe, through LSN, our basketball teams and our football program get a lot of attention. But this energy and this athletic dynamic really spans all 23 sports.
No doubt about it. I mean, the exposure that we get. I tell this to Scott Morris all the time. The exposure we get regionally, on online streams, the branding we have in our stadiums and in Kirby Arena and out at Metzger, first class. And I talk about, you know, we do there's 5 components to running a really good athletic department, and that is, you know, we have great coaches, great staff, we have great athletic training staff, we have great strength and conditioning staff, and we have great facilities. That 5th component is resources, budgetary resources, and fundraise money, and we'll be able to hopefully continue to make up that gap, this coming fiscal year through our, very generous and loyal alumni and supporters.
Well, I'd submit that number 6 is a great fundraiser. Now, getting back to the Oaks name again, it's not just the student athletes and alumni who benefit. I mean, we do some things outside the realm of athletics. Talk a little bit about the Oaks Leadership Academy and some of the progress that has made in the recent years.
One of the great things about the Maroon Club and giving to Lafayette Athletics is you can benefit the entire athletic department. So some of those things we talked about. So yes, Oaks Leadership, coaches lecture series with coaches. We'll bring in leaders to come and speak to our coaches and educate them on leadership and running their program. Athletic training staff, strength and conditioning staff, but Oaks Leadership, it's a big component to our men's basketball success and our success on the field. Corey Sparrow was a Pepper Prize winner for us last year. We've had 3 straight student athletes who were Pepper Prize winners.
That's amazing.
I'm not sure if all of them were in Oaks, but that plays a factor in our success, and we try to market those things to our alumni. We're doing some big things in Kirby, with the Lafayette brand and the Lafayette Athletics brand.
Yeah, and among the names, Beth Mowens and of course Gary Williams, who is a coach here at Lafayette. Real quickly, and Joe, we got to wrap things up, but remember, athletic fundraising is just under the umbrella of the much larger Lead Change, Live Connected, or Live Connected, Lead Change Lafayette campaign. And now you laugh at me because that's what I'm supposed to be doing right now, probably somewhere. Talk a little bit about the campaign.
We're in the public phase of a $400 million campaign. We've raised about $265 million of that at the college's level. $20 million of that is factored in for athletic giving, annual giving, some facilities projects, and athletic endowment. So hopefully we'll get there.
Terrific, Joe. With your help, I'm sure we will. Short on time, but Gary, Michael, thank you. Joe, back to you guys.